is that it cannot speak.
Come in next week.
He looks guilty. He acts guilty.
He is guilty.
We are ready with the verdict.
I'll be ready to give it yet.
Shall we say it or sing it? Sing it. I'll tell thee everything I can, there's little to relate. I saw an aged man a-sitting on a gate. Who are you, aged man, I said, and how is it you live? His answer trickled through my head like water through a sieve.
And if by chance I put my fingers into glue, or madly squeeze my right hand foot into a left hand shoe, or if by chance I should drop upon my toe a very heavy weight, I weep for it reminds me so of that old man I used to know, a somewhere long ago, a-sitting on a gate. You can't possibly call that a verdict.
I can, and I do.
It's just nonsense.
You may call it nonsense if you like, but the nonsense compared to which should be as sensible as a dictionary. The question is the dictionary ever sensible?
Consider the verdict.
Not yet, Your Majesty. I hadn't come to the verdict yet. That must be whispered.
Our verdict! Call down my file! Have you nothing to get out? Have you fire? Stand! Rule number 42. Any child who laughs out loud must leave the court.
That's not a regular rule. You made that up just now.
It's the oldest rule in the book.
Then it ought to be number 1.
On this execution,
You can't do that. The idea of having the execution first. You haven't even had a sensible trial yet.
first the execution, then the verdict, then the trial.
What's with the sword?
Anyway, we have had a trial.
You haven't called the witnesses. I have some evidence to give.
Your Majesty, here is something I was found in the garden. A scroll.
What's in it?
It seems to be a letter written by the prisoner.
Who is it directed to?
It isn't directed at all. That's the strangest part of it.
Is it in the prisoner's handwriting?
No, it isn't. That's the weirdest thing about it.
Please, Your Majesty, I didn't write that. They can prove that I did. My name's also on at the end.
There's no name signed at the end.
If you didn't sign it, that only makes matters worse, you know. You must have meant for mischief, or you'd sign the name like an honest man.
That proves his guilt.
It doesn't prove anything of the sort. It's just nonsense.
Harold, read it.
It isn't a letter at all. It's a set of verses.
He disguised his handwriting.
It's a secret code.
It isn't mine. I couldn't write like that if I had tried. Don't try to pour the wool over my eyes. It's plain, you pretty that no one but yourself can read it. Very well, read it yourself. Begin at the beginning and go on until you reach the end. I can't read it. Can anyone else read the scroll? No? Then I'm afraid you wanted so no one else could. On purpose. There's no telling what's in it. Because it's terrible.
You don't know that it's terrible till you know what it says.
Read yourself if he didn't write it. Either he wrote it for himself alone, or someone else can read it.
Isn't that true?
It sounds true, but there's something wrong about it.
Read it yourself then!
Suppress that, dormouse! Oh, but that's what's done. Remove it from both!
If I could only remember what I was doing or where I was standing. Yes! I remember. I was combing my hair in front of the looking glass. This is looking glass writing. All you have to do is read it backwards. The title is Jabberwocky.
If you're so sure of it, let her read it, Your Majesty. Let her read without a stop.
I give you 182 seconds!
'Twas billing and silly toads, the guardian gimp on the way. On Nimsy with the thorough groves, and the moments out gay. The other Jabberwock, my son, that draws that bite, that claws that catch.
He was a jub bright and sun, the firmament thunder snapped. He took his warhound sword in hand, untold the maxim golden salt. So rested he with a thumb from tree and stood a while in thought. And, as an up his thought he stood, the devil walked with eyes of flame, came whipping through the cuddly wood and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and threw him through the 4-pound plane with a sniff snapped. He left to get in with his head, he went a lumping back. And hast thou seen the devil walk? Come to my arms, I be his boy, O frabjous stay, halloo collect. He chortled in his joy!
180!
Hey!
Hold your tongue!